A dragon learns to find his own sparkle. Have you ever looked at a friend and wished you could do something amazing just like them? In a land of shimmering caves and candy-colored mountains, a little dragon was about to discover his own special kind of magic. Ember was a young dragon with scales the color of a sunset and a heart full of kindness. He loved to play with his best friend, a fiery dragon named Cinder. Cinder was amazing. When she took a deep breath, she could breathe a magnificent plume of brilliant, sparkling fire that could toast a marshmallow from 10 paces away. When Ember tried, all that came out was a puff of warm grey smoke. He would watch as the other little dragons gathered around Cinder, oohing and eyeing at her fiery display. A cold, prickly feeling would creep into Ember's heart. It was jealousy. "I wish I could breathe fire like her," he would mumble sadly, hiding his smoky little snout behind a rock. He felt plain and useless. One afternoon, after Cinder had put on a particularly dazzling show, Ember felt so down that he went to the wisest creature in the mountains, an ancient crystal turtle named Geode. "My fire is just smoke," Ember sighed. "Cinder's is the only one that's special." Geode, whose shell shimmered with 1,000 tiny internal rainbows, looked at him with kind, ancient eyes. "You are so busy watching Cinder's fire," she said in a voice that sounded like tinkling crystals, "that you have forgotten to look for your own sparkle. A dragon's magic is not just in its breath. It is in its heart. Let's play a game. It's called Find Your Own Sparkle." She told him to close his eyes and think not about what he couldn't do, but about what he could. "When Cinder breathes her fire," Geode said, "it is very hot, isn't it? What is your smoke like?" "It's warm," Ember admitted, "and soft." "Ah," said Geode, "a wonderful sparkle. What else? You cannot toast a marshmallow, but what happens when you let your smoke drift over the little mountain flowers?" Ember had never thought about it. The next morning he tried. He gently puffed his soft, warm smoke over a patch of tiny, shivering bluebells that were curled up tightly against the morning chill. Magically, the warm smoke swirled around them like a gentle blanket, and they slowly unfurled their petals to the new day. He had helped them wake up. "You see?" Geode's voice seemed to echo on the breeze. "Cinder's fire is for big, exciting things. Your smoke is for gentle, kind things. The world needs both. Now, look for one more sparkle." Ember thought hard. When he puffed his smoke, it wasn't just grey. It had little, shimmering, colourful flecks in it, like tiny floating jewels, and it smelled sweet, like cinnamon and warm honey. That afternoon, when all the other dragons were taking a nap, Cinder came to find him. "I'm a little cold, Ember," she yawned. Ember smiled. He knew just what to do. He snuggled up beside her and let out a long, slow, gentle puff of his warm, sweet-smelling, sparkly smoke. It settled around Cinder like the coziest blanket she had ever felt, and she drifted off into a happy, peaceful sleep. Ember looked at his friend, sleeping soundly in the warmth of his special smoke. He didn't feel jealous anymore. He felt proud. He had his own sparkle. He had learned that you can't see your own magic if you are always looking at someone else's. And the most wonderful feeling in the world is not wishing you had a different gift, but discovering the beautiful, unique gift that was yours all along. And while the little dragon learned to find the magic in his own warm smoke, a little house on a faraway hill was learning a very different lesson about what it means to find a new home. Subscribe to Storiella so you don't miss its big adventure.